Remember when you could buy a Sega Saturn, some sea monkeys and a Wimpy all under one roof? When a day out to the Metrocentre meant Roman forums, Mediterranean strolling, old-fashioned wooden barrows, a children's village and creche, brass bands and fountains full of foreign coins. Welcome to the lost Metrocentre. Old Metrocentre is very different to the one you go to today, now devoid of soul and full of mainly chain shops. The old Metrocentre came across like a collection of themes chosen at random, all lavishly funded for reasons no one could quite explain, and it was heaven to kids in the 90s. It's the mid-90s in the Metrocentre. Everywhere smells like fountains filled with copper coins and Metroland tokens. Brass bands play and soda string quartets, because this is a place of joy, and the areas between the shops hold as much fun as the shopping itself. Fancy a stick insect stuck inside a lollipop? Well, you need the Gadget shop. That extra rare glow-in-the-dark shag band to impress your mates at school? Baba Yaga's your place. Fancy meeting the band day one by raffle ticket? Get yourself down to Woolworths. Dad needs a brake pipe bender. They'll have it at Parker Tools. It's all happening at the Metrocentre. There was something for everyone. Even Mum could have a break from the kids. Just drop them off in the Metrocentre creche above the UCI cinema in the Blue Mall for a few hours where they could eat salt dough and watch reruns of Rainbow VHS while Mum perused the latest leggings in C&A. But what's this? Turn a corner and suddenly you're no longer in a shopping mall, you're in an old village, the Antiques Village, Metrocentre's recreation of a Victorian market square using fake cobbles, dark wood and that star lighting against a dark sky which made it feel like night time at 10 in the morning. Shops like Mulroy Antiques, Elizabethan, Old Fizzywigs, Scotch Corner, a kilt shop and Ye Old Fudge shop lined the exterior, with a small bridge over a stream, emulating a village centre and an old Victorian lamppost. It was an elderly coach trip day out. And the pièce de résistance? The animatronic old man, town crier on a pedestal, telling stories with his bowler hat, voiced by Jeff, or rather Billy Fane from Biker Grove. There was even at one point a pond with real fish in it. Then there was the Mediterranean village, supposed to replicate the feeling of walking through a village or town in southern Europe, with tropical foliage and flowers growing up the stone columns. There was terracotta tiles, fake balconies and awnings, and a mosaic map with a small pool you could toss coins into. There was even a chapel. The restaurants included Alberto's, El Molino, Pingon 2 and Romano's. The Metrocentre even had a Roman-themed zone, the Roman Forum. This had a mosaic floor, Roman-style paintings, a fake Roman temple, and was even opened by actor Frankie Howard, dressed as Caesar, and a century of Roman soldiers who marched from the Green Mall entrance up to the Forum in 1989. It had shops like Charisma Leather, Confetti Bridal, The Cape, Genghis International, Mind Games, New Image, Petit Diable and Tights. And in the very early days of the Metrocentre, hidden away was the Children's Village. This was in the days even before our beloved Metroland opened in 1988 and featured a play area for kids with lights, teacups, slides and umbrellas. You also had oversized outdoor chess just outside of Argos, so the family could have a game before buying you that Mr. Slushy you'd whined about with your birthday money. And we can't talk about the Metrocentre without talking about Metroland, a full indoor theme park with a roller coaster, wave swinger, Mr. B's arcade and a wizard's castle. It'll always be the Wizard's Castle to me, and I refuse to call it Montezuma's. If you want a deeper dive into Forex Metroland, well, I've covered that in another video. The Metrocentre of the 80s and 90s was overflowing with shops that simply don't exist now. Shops like the Gadget shop, where all the tat was out on display, including back-flipping dogs, Tamagotchis, and one of those needle things you put your face into. If anyone knows the name of this thing, drop it in the comments, as I simply couldn't be bothered to look. And who could forget that essential item of the 90s, a Beavis and Butthead TV talker.
Rock. Yeah, change it. Whoa, check it out. I am Cornholio. No nudity.
There was Baba Yaga, the hippie shop, Tammy Girl, an essential for the 90s teen, Geordie jeans, C&A, where I spent many an hour in the staff room after becoming lost, Parker Tools, where you could get anything from a plug to a U-bend, all at a great price. It started downstairs in the Yellow Mall before moving to the Antiques Village. Walking in, there'd be trestle tables full of cable ties and padlocks, a dad's dream. Past Times, which sold ye old medieval tat. Clockwork's Food Forum, just outside of Metroland, where you could enjoy a jack of potato, a Chinese from Wok and Roll, a salad from Simply Salad, or even a Burger King. There was Wimpy, many a birthday party was had here. The Metrocentre of the 90s even had pubs, Harvey's, Shenanigans and the Queen Vic pub. Cookery Nook was a staple of the Metrocentre and managed to survive a lot of years, even after the Into years, until it recently sadly closed. And let's not forget the wooden barrows. Need some sea monkeys? There's a barrel for that. Need some pogs? Check out the pog barrel. And one outside Marxie's that sold me my first Tamagotchi. And let's not forget Woolworths. The boy band A1 once did an in-store appearance, raffle tickets only. My sister and friends were so desperate to see them, they bought a book of raffle tickets from W.H. Smith and managed to wangle a way in with a fake ticket. Speaking of celebrities, Margaret Thatcher even visited when the place first opened. One of the most magical things that no longer exists in the Metrocentre was the paper jobs board outside the centre management. A physical board covered in index cards, each with a job. Wanted, sales assistant. 15-year-olds would walk around the centre with a handful of printed CVs, hand them out and be hired the same day. No online portals, psychometric tests, just, can you start Tuesday? Yeah, job sorted. And that was the Metrocentre of my 90s youth. A place that didn't just sell things, but sold experiences. It wasn't just a warehouse used to house chain shops. The space in between the shops was just as fun. A trip to the Metro was fun and not a chore. It was a cathedral of fountains, ersatz villages, and endless small whimsies that made every visit feel like an event.